guys, hope you're having a great day today. I don't know what the day is, so I can't say what the day is. Whatever the day is, I hope you're having a good day. It's a good day today. So the reason why is because I'm kind of filming off a little bit because I went shopping yesterday and got all of that food, and I have got to do something with all of that, all the stuff shoved in my refrigerator and all the stuff in my counter here. So we're gonna do a big meal, not meal prep, meat prep, veggie prep, basically food prep. That's what I want to call it, food prep day. So I sat this morning, I still have to go shopping. We did shopping on the Aldi store and got like the veggies and my meats and all that. And I'm like, sometimes I like to get all of it done at once and like go to Sam's Club and go to Walmart. And so this time I ordered a lot of my stuff from Sam's Club. I have, when you have to get a lot, I don't mind going to the store and packing your car full, but sometimes I'm like, you know what, if it's going to be shipped to me, because I have the Sam's Club Plus, I'm like, let them ship it to me. So I ordered a lot. So most of it will come delivered there. I'll have to go to the store and get like the cold stuff, the frozen stuff, that kind of thing. But for everything that I could order, I did. And then I'm gonna have to go to Walmart and get some stuff there as well. And then I sat this morning because one thing I could not get, I went to order cocoa powder. Sam's Club had it cheaper, the big giant container, but they did not. I went to order it and it said, sorry, we're out of stock. But then I went back, it looked like it was there. So I tried to keep adding it, it wouldn't add. So I'm like, So I went to Walmart and looked at Walmart's price and I was like, you know what? Miss Barbara bought me some a little while ago from Amazon. And I was like, wow, that usually food for me, whenever I look for food, it's always more expensive on Amazon. But I went and looked and they actually had the cocoa powder is cheaper. It's $1 cheaper for name brand cocoa powder. So the Nestle one, it was, I want to say it's like $3.98 for one, where Sam's Club Great Value is like $4.98 here. So I just ordered 8 of those. I was like, I'm gonna do that. And then I went through my list. I'm like, because you can get your same day delivery if you order more. So I didn't need to order more. I could have waited, but there are other things that I wanted to get at the grocery store, like bowl scrapers. Remember the dough scrapers for when I do my dough machine? They're little, and I couldn't figure out, they had all these huge ones. I'm like, I just want the tiny ones I got at the Amish store, and they're Norpro. That was the name. So I found them. I'm like, okay, I just need one. I need one. That's it. I don't know. I had them forever, and then it's one of those things where if you didn't do a lot of baking, which I did, like bread, I didn't really need it, and so I didn't keep it. This was years ago. So I was glad to get that one. So I got that. What else did I get? We needed sand sifters for our seashell shark tooth hunting. We get, they have fancy ones. They got some fancy ones. We first bought the kids' pie plate, you know, like the sand sifter for the kids. The pack, I think we bought a pack of 4 or 3, whatever it was when we first moved here. And then we got the scooper shovels and the wire ones. And then we got a stick one. The stick one broke right away, forget that. People get these really huge ones that you dig out and then you bring it up and dump and look, but we're more like hands-on in the water. People have like these homemade sifter. They look awesome. I saw some older people, they were older, and I was like, that is awesome. And so he would go out, he went out to the water with a big giant shovel, and you'd go down and scoop it up. And then he made this mock table out of PVC tube, and it was so they wouldn't have to sit down, they could stand up and look, and they put the mesh on there so you could look for shark teeth. And I'm like, aw. So Greg, I said, are you gonna do that for me when we're older? He's like, you know we are. So if we can't be scooping in that water anymore, we're gonna be doing it on the shore. So anyways, so then we have the sand shovel scoopers. Well, they're not completely really stainless steel, so they rust, they break. Do we even have any more? I thought we might have one. The last one broke when we were there. Maybe there's one, I don't know. But the ones that have lasted the longest is the kids' plastic sand sifters. That works amazing because you can go down and scoop and you have a big area. The little shovels are okay, you can get a little bit more, but it's such a small area. It's like the pie plate thing, I say pie plate, work great. And so I was just sitting there and I'm like, I was cleaning our bag out the last time I went, and I told Greg, I said, we must have left one at the beach. I'm like, that's weird. I didn't really think we did. We usually look behind and didn't leave anything. And then I'm like, because there was only one in the bag. We've lost, I think we broke one before. I had only 3. And then he went to move his seat forward the other day and he heard a big crack and he's like, oh, I found the sand sifter under the seat. So I'm like, oh. So it's one of those things that you don't think to get until you are ready to go shark tooth hunting. And then you're like, where am I gonna get a sand sifter? Then you're gonna go to the store and spend a lot of money. Some people use like colanders and like little metal sifter things like I think of like where you put your powder stuff in it, you kind of shake. What is that called? Like a sifter, you know, like for flour. It kind of comes through in the meshy. That's good, but it's only going to work for a little bit because it's going to rust because it's salt water. So I just ordered 4 plates for $10 on Amazon. I'm like, I'm gonna get it. It's coming today. So I got that. Was another thing I ordered. What else did I get? And then I got some smelly things for my car. I don't know. I bought at the store one time the little air freshener, you know, like the trees. I know, bad, but they're good. They had a coffee one, and it was so good. I put it in my car. It lasted forever and was so yummy. And I'm like, that's a nice scent. I'm gonna get that whenever I go to the store. Well, the last few times, and it was like on an end cap somewhere where I'd never find it. We've had the plug-in kind before. We've tried all kinds of air fresheners. And so I'm like, let me look on Amazon. I looked at Amazon, there was a little bottle of liquid. And these people and all the comment and the reviews said, it's lasted, they have 2 bottles and it's lasted for almost a year. And I'm like, really? We'll see. We'll see if they last, but I got some. So I got 2 coffee ones of those. So I'm like, okay. So I just sat and ordered that. I'm like, let me just get that ordered with the cocoa powder. And then I looked through my list. I'm like, is there anything else? And then hair drain catchers. That was something else. Somebody said, we had one in the girls' bathroom. I was cleaning the disgusting hair out. And I'm like, and someone said, I got the drain catchers. I'm like, I just need to get those. We had one, there was one in there when we moved in here. Not sure what happened to it, but I got a pack of 5 on Amazon. So that's good because the boys need one and they don't really have hair, but it's good to cover the drain when you have kids. So that was ordered. I'm like, okay, so I got that. It's gonna be delivered today. I'm like, love a city living for that reason. We lived in the mountains, and the mountains are great, but you don't get deliveries. They don't pick up your trash anymore. They didn't pick up our trash after a while. We had a post office, a P.O. box, and that's where I would go get my stuff delivered to because my mail lady was good. She had a big old Jeep, and she'd come up and she'd always, our driveway was bad. You guys know how bad our driveway was. Bad, like ruin your car bad. And so those delivery trucks come up and just pound on that driveway and break that the concrete cement, whatever it was. And anytime she'd drive up and I see a package in her hands, I'm like, it wasn't me. And she was a good friend. We went to church together. And so she's like, no, it's, Evan, or it was Lauren or something. I'm like, I have all mine going to the post office. So, yeah, we live in the city. Same day delivery. Right now, right here, just pull up, drop at your house. So that's coming. So I'm like, okay, that's a good thing. So then I'm like, I gotta get moving. I have a list of things to make today. It's gonna be a whole food day. And then I'll go shopping, I'm thinking tomorrow or the next day, depending what day I post this video, and do Sam's Club and Walmart because I have enough stuff to make what I have to do now. It's mostly my meats and I have to have veggies. Normally I'd wait for Sam's Club, but I have like onions and peppers. We got the discount store. Remember I froze all of that? Look at that. This was a bunch of veggies all chopped up and ready to go into some meat to season it. So I'm like, I've got that. I've got eggs. We're gonna make meatballs. We're gonna make chicken, put on the grill. I've got spices. I got lots of veggies and fruits to do stuff with. I might even start making stuff. I'm even craving key lime pie. And I'm like, the pie crust is in the freezer. I'm like, I could make key lime pie today. I could so make that. I've got all the right ingredients. So we'll see how the day rolls. It's gonna be an amazing day. I'm bringing you along. I also wanna share with you Jeulia Jewelry. They have been a great supporter of my channel over the years for a long time. She got me wearing jewelry again. Did way back in the day, and then I stopped wearing because I have kids in life and everything else. And so this time around, I have birthdays coming up in our household. And so Jaden is gonna be, what is she gonna be this year? I have to think out loud. Oh my goodness. She is gonna be 20 this year. Yeah, my kid, I have a lot of kids. That's why I always throw up. So Jaden is my blingy girl. She likes shiny jewelry. And so she gets, look at that, isn't that pretty? I had her pick it out. So I'm like, that's very, very nice. My mom always loved her shiny jewelry. Like she had, like if you go to her jewelry box, she's got a whole lot of these in her jewelry box. And I know when we went up there, like when she passed, the kids took a lot of her, Papa said take her jewelry, and so they all have it. But Jaden, she loved her rings. So I'm like, well, let me get you a beautiful ring for your birthday. So we've got this, she's gonna be 20. I'm like, oh my goodness, time is flying. So she has a birthday. And then Autumn, she's a little bit later, a couple months later from now. She got a few more months later, but Autumn loves Snoopy. Snoopy, anybody else love Snoopy? Like she loves Snoopy. And so look at, I got her Snoopy. Oh, he turned around, hold on. A Snoopy necklace. She has, I think Evan at one time had bought some kind of Snoopy Christmas something for the household, and she has confiscated it to her bedroom and took off the Christmas gear on it, and now she just uses it for Snoopy sits in her bedroom. And so we found the Charlie Brown Christmas tree last year at the Goodwill, so they put that in there. And she's got Snoopy pants. One of her friends painted her a Snoopy picture. I'm like, you got Snoopy going on, and so she loves Snoopy. And so I was just at Home Goods yesterday and I saw a Snoopy blanket and I'm like, I need to get that for her birthday. So I think I wrote it down. I'm gonna go back and get it for her birthday. So this is always so good. And then this is another, look at my girls love bracelets like their mama. Look at this one. I thought this was really pretty too. Just simple bangle bracelets. I thought that was really cute. They like wearing their bracelets. Brooklyn's my bracelet girl, so she's got those on too. So Jeulia, they always give you guys a discount because they are a great thing. And I know a lot of you get their jewelry. Just go to their website. There's a ton of stuff and it's amazing, amazing jewelry. They also have just debuted the Midsummer Night collection. That's a new one that they just put out. And then they had their first pop-up store in Singapore. So very cool because Jeulia is online. So it's kind of cool that they have stores around because jewelry, amazing. I would visit the pop-up store because I know their stuff is good. So thank you, Jeulia. I know this is going to be put to use. I'm going to put it away. Usually my girls open up my mail before I get here. And I was like, and I came home and it was out and I'm like, did you show Autumn? They're like, no. And I'm like, okay, good. So, but love it. They always do a nice package. I mean, every package has a nice, you get a gift bag and inside you get your little card. They have this right here is the genius. This right here, you just wipe your jewelry off. So I have like even my ring. I don't even have my wedding ring right now. What are you married? I'm married. Menopause. Certain times just doesn't fit. So I take this and just rub it on my ring. It gets it so shiny, super shiny. I know Brooklyn has like the jewelry cleaner. She'll put her jewelry in there. I'm like, that works good too. But I'm like, take this and just rub it on there. So it cleans it very well. So we have a bunch of these. These work really, really well for it. So always thank you, Jeulia. If you are a great supporter of the channel, thank you guys for watching through that. If you want some jewelry, go get some for yourself. It's a great thing. Or for your family. They will love it. Okay, you ready for food? Let's start making the food. Okay, you ready? Okay, let me go get my stuff out. Let's go. Okay, I think one of the first things I'm gonna do is grapes frozen. Now, this was something like way back in the day they used to do, right? Like freeze your grapes, they're amazing and cold snack. And I'm like, they're good, they're definitely good. But I'm like, if I'm gonna buy grapes, I'm gonna get them and just eat them. Cause you know, grapes used to not be expensive. I would go to Aldi. Aldi had them. What was theirs $1.29 or 99 cents a pound? It was cheap. And so I remember getting when they were really good, and it's like all these used to have the best grapes, and then I'd get them and I'd freeze some and have some, and I'm like, they were good. But that was like years ago. And so when we got this we went to the discount store, they had a ton of grapes. Well, I knew they would kind of be smushy. They weren't the best to eat them fresh. You want a good crisp grape. But we froze all of those grapes. Do you know that was the best snack ever? I'm not even kidding you. Like I would go to the freezer just to get frozen grapes out because they were that good. The bag gone. So I'm thinking, I was getting my bags here. I'm like, how many did I just get 6 bags? I can't remember how many. There's probably a bunch shoved in the refrigerator somewhere. So I'm thinking, let me do these first. I'm gonna do some, we'll put some in a bowl so they can eat, but I really feel like everybody's gonna eat everything else first, like the strawberries and blackberries. Grapes are gonna be forgotten. So I'm thinking that I will put these in a cookie sheet right away and get them in my freezer because I have to do meatballs and stuff today and I'm gonna need my freezer pan. So they're awesome, amazing. It's one of those things, if you can get them cheap, don't buy them when they're $1 million because it's just a waste of money. I mean, they're delicious. But these weren't too, what was the price? They were, I don't even know. I think they were $1.50. I don't even know, but I know they were cheaper than the usual ridiculous price of grapes. So I'm gonna rinse these off and then we'll pull them apart. We'll put them on just a cookie sheet and that's it. I'm gonna stick them in my freezer in the garage, get them frozen solid, stick them in a Ziploc bag. They're good, they're delicious, and I promise you, and they're great for smushy grapes because they're not smushy when they're frozen. You know what I mean? So it's like you don't waste them because these grapes are pretty good. If they're pretty good, like they're a little bit squished. They're not bad. They're not super crisp. So they will be good for frozen grapes. Okay, let me wash them. Okay, got all of those grapes. So these are good. I saved some because the beautiful thing is if nobody ends up eating these, they can just go on a cookie sheet and throw them in the freezer. So even if they like sit here for like, I don't know, how long does grapes last? A few days? And if they start getting smushy and I see no one's touched them because they're eating everything else, I'll just put them on a cookie sheet, put them in the freezer, and they will freeze solid. I'm like, that works out very well. I'm stepping in grapes here. Anyway, all right, so next, let's cut a watermelon. This was the, look how big this is. This is like, this thing is so huge. This is the Florida watermelon. I'm cutting this one because I'm gonna put 2 in my refrigerator after I empty it and leave one out. You can leave them in your counter, like in the store, they leave them out, but in reality in Florida here, it gets, you know, awful warm, even in your house. We have air on, but you still feel all of it. Okay, so I'm gonna get out my big gigantic knife here and we're gonna cut this and put it down and stick this over here. Let's see how good the Florida watermelon is. Okay, watermelons this year have not disappointed. I have not gotten a bad one. Have I? No, I have not. Last year I did. Not this year. Maybe it's where I'm getting them. I guess, you know, I always bought it at Sam's Club. Does Sam's Club get them from Florida? I don't know where they get them from, but these have been amazing. Amazing at Jeulia. So I'm gonna cut these up. It's very simple and easy. I know there's a whole bunch of hacks at cutting them all awesome. I cut them in big chunks like this and I just take my knife and just do cubes. Turn my knife the other way and you got a whole bunch of watermelon cut up for your kiddos. So remember the days of the ball scooper? Can you imagine making that, that was your job, was the fruit one, and you had to scoop out the melon balls? And oh my goodness, you've been doing it forever. I have like half. Then I'm like, chop them up, it worked. So let's cut this up. Perfect down the watermelon. That's a good watermelon there. So now let me do the berries. They don't look as good, so I'm just gonna cut those up so we can use them. All right, so these weren't, like I said, these were not the best at all. So it'll be one of those like, all right, let's eat these up here quickly. I could freeze them too. I was looking at the price and like, is it cheaper to buy them fresh and then freeze them? Like smoothies, but it's actually not. it's actually cheaper to buy the frozen ones. I know, it's all good. You would think that maybe in season they would, but they're not. So what I'm thinking, I'm thinking about that key lime pie. I'm like, I'm hoping to make it. I'm sure I got all day here, I can do it. So I'm thinking to do the key lime pie and then, you know, for myself. And then I'll do chocolate pie because I've got all those chocolate pie crust. So I was not gonna do it because I didn't have much cocoa, but since I'm gonna have a delivery and there'll be a whole bunch here today, I think that will work out. I was just thinking, I'm like, it's probably cheaper to make it with pudding and doing like, cause it's a pudding pie, that's all it is, chocolate pudding pie. But I was using packages before and then, you know, it's got chemicals in it, but this has chemicals in it. And like, you know, anything else I buy has got chemicals in it, but it's like one of those things, if you can make it homemade, it's just a little bit better. So I'm thinking, I was like, it's probably just cheaper to buy the pudding packs, but it's all good. It's good. Point is you're making it, right? So I'm gonna do a chocolate pie too, and then that can go good with this. I was thinking I'll do like strawberry shortcake. That would be really yummy, but I'm like, you know what? I think the kids would just like chocolate. They would, and Greg would too. I don't mind strawberry shortcake, but it's not, I don't think it's like one of theirs where they're like, or maybe I will. I don't know. I guess I'll see how my life goes today. Maybe I'll make a little strawberry shortcake. I had an old cookbook. I gave it to my girlfriend, and in it, there was a lady that made strawberry shortcakes, but her cake part was more like a pie. I thought it was like, I can't remember what it was called, but it was like it was a very sweet, almost, and you baked it in a pie plate. And I wish I would have saved, I don't know why I didn't save it. For whatever reason, it didn't get copied over the years, but I'm like, that was my favorite. Because I know like regular strawberry shortcakes just not as sweet because you get the sweetness from everything else. But we'll see. Maybe I can see if I can figure out something. And then we could do some strawberries, because some of these are yucky. I'm just like looking at them like some are smushy. I could just take out the yucky ones. So I should do right now, hold on. Let's do that, because some of these are like, I'm cutting them and I'm like, That's not gonna go very good. You know how it is when you can have fresh ones and then you have yucky ones in here. And that's gonna make all the good ones go bad. They're just not the best strawberries. I just threw that on the floor. So let me do that. Let me do 2 separate bowls here. One for good, one for semi-bad, and then we'll smush these semi-bad ones with water, or with sugar. And then we'll make like strawberry shortcake or whatever we decide to make. Okay, so we've got some good, some bad. So I guess there was a lot of bad. These just would have got eaten up. So I'll save those in the refrigerator. These will go in, we'll smush them with some sugar, and that later. Let's wash the blueberries and blackberries off. All right, we're moving on to some meat now. I've kind of moved things around in my refrigerator. I'm like, let me start on the hamburger now. So I have, I bought fresh ground beef yesterday. I'm gonna use that and make meatballs. And that's what we're gonna freeze. I was gonna do, like last night's dinner, the Salisbury steak that was in the freezer for 3 months. March, April, May, June, 3 months. It was so good. I even put the noodles, you saw what we made, right? I put there the broth and put the noodles in there. That was delicious. Like everybody was like, this is the best stuff ever. And I'm like, what? Like you guys didn't even like Salisbury steak. So, but they like meatballs. Same thing, just a few extra spices. So I'm gonna make a bunch of meatballs, and then I'm gonna do porcupine meatballs. I did those as well. We put rice in them, and then they, you know, they're like a porcupine is with tomato sauce. That was a liking too. I only made 1 package last time because I was like 1 freezer meal. I'm like, no one's gonna like this. And they did, they liked it. So I'm gonna make more of those. So I'm gonna do that with my fresh stuff. And the rest, I'm just gonna cook up. I was gonna do like, the only other thing we do would be like meatloaf, and we would do Salisbury steak. That's the only time I would form it into a patty of some sort. But I'm like, you know what? Like the meatloaf, it's more like force you to eat it. Salisbury steak is good, but I mean, I could do some Salisbury steak. Do I do some Salisbury steak? I can do that with the meatball mixture. I might just do that. So everything else is gonna be cooked hamburger. There's gonna be no raw anything that I make. So I'm just gonna cook all of the rest of the hamburger. So I've got 3 pots here. So what I'm gonna do is take, these are frozen. This is the meat I got at the discount store. It's Members Mark, Sam's Club frozen meat. It's a lot of hamburgers. So I'm gonna put those in these pots, cook them. And then with the cooked meat, I'm gonna put turkey in it. Ground turkey to mix with it because it stretches it. Ground turkey is only $2 a pound. Hamburger is like, this was cheaper, but usually it's $4 or $5 a pound. So you mix both, you put a bunch of spices in there. They don't know any different. So I think I'm gonna do, I have to count this up. I think did I get 15 ground turkey? I'm gonna say 5 because I'm gonna mix them with chicken, I think. So I'm gonna put 10 in here and cook it with it as well. So let me divide this up, and then I've got all this stuff right here. This is chopped up onions, mushrooms, peppers, and whatever else we had in there. So I'll put all that in there. We're just gonna cook it. We'll cook that over there when we make the meatballs. So this is the easy part, just throw in the pots. All right, so I just have to wait till that cooks down a little bit, and then I'm gonna add all the veggies to it because there's just no room in the pan. All right, now I'm gonna take this and this is the fresh hamburger, and then open this up. We're just gonna do all the beef right now and do a bunch of meatballs. So I'm gonna put everything in here. So basically, it's gonna be all the same seasoning. So what I'll do is season it up really well, roll it and make it into meatballs, and then when I get to the end, what was the other thing I was gonna make? So maybe I'll do Salisbury steak. I might. It's basically all the same stuff. And then just a little bit more added to it. And then we'll add, actually I probably have to get a different bowl, the porcupine ones here. Let me see here. So meat is cooking on the stove over there, and that is gonna cook down a little bit, and then I'll be able to do the veggies in there just because there's no room. Now, we got a whole lot of hamburger here, which I think I'm gonna divide it up a little bit because I'm gonna do the porcupine meatballs, regular meatballs, and then we will do Salisbury steak because you know what, why not? So let me get a couple other bowls out. Is how do you divide it up? So I probably will just take like, this would be like a meal. So this would be like 1 porcupine, 2 porcupine, 3 porcupine, like that. Is that good? And then we'll do Salisbury, because then there's 3 in here. I think that'll work. Yeah. I'm just thinking out loud here. All right, let me get my ingredients out. Okay, Salisbury steak is very easy. So here, let me put you right here. So what you're gonna do is put in some breadcrumbs. So this is homemade breadcrumbs. This is seasoned ones. These aren't seasoned. This was just bread ground up and dried. So you're gonna put lots of pepper in there because they're not seasoned, and some salt. And then in this, you're gonna add ketchup and mustard. And your Worcestershire sauce. And then beef bouillon, a little bit, just a little bit. And then I'm gonna add eggs. Now the original recipe doesn't have eggs in it because it's more softer. This one I made way back in the day when there was one of those electric skillets. Remember the square electric skillet? And so I remember making this, we've been making since then. I got it some magazine way back in the day. And there was no eggs in it because it makes it soft, because your your mixture will be softer. Because when you get back, I think of TV dinners, because I used to have TV dinners when I was a kid. That Salisbury steak was real soft. But when you freeze it and you go to redo it, I don't really want it to fall apart because I like mine a little bit firmer. And we really liked the last time that we had this. So I'm just gonna mix this, and then you're gonna form it into patties. It's very, very simple. I do have gloves, but we'll just do it by hand. Okay, mix this up, form it into patties, put it on a cookie sheet, and then we'll freeze it and we'll put it in a Ziploc bag. Anybody else's hands get really cold when they do this? I have to do this and I have to stop and put it under warm water and come back and do this again. Otherwise I get all high and itchy, which is so weird. That allergic to the cold thing is a weird thing. When your house starts smelling like meat. So I only had enough. I'm like, how much do I make? So I did 8 patties. That'll be enough for, there's only, how many is there of us? There's 7 of us and like 1 extra. That's plenty to do. So I was able to pour the, that one's still got to cook down, the veggies on top of these 2. It doesn't matter if they're not on all of them because it's going to be cooked down anyways and put into a big bowl. So meatballs. What I'm doing here is ground beef. And then I'm going to do breadcrumbs here into it. We are eyeballing it. And then I'm going to add in here eggs. I'm going to do 6 eggs, salt, pepper, garlic, onion powder, Italian seasoning, and Parmesan cheese. Mix it all up, put it into a bunch of meatballs, freeze the whole, try and put them in bags. Delicious. Better died. And then season, my friends. Seasons. Onion, salt and pepper, garlic, Italian seasoning. Throw it in there. It'll be delicious. Now this one, I was trying to, who knows what recipe I used. It was in a cookbook, Amish one. I just looked up one, like a generic one online. And I was like, I guess this looks good. So basically it's beef. How much rice is the key. So they added a half a cup for what, 1 pound? How many pounds did I put in here? At least 5? Okay, so like 2, 2.5. I don't usually measure anything. So, right, am I doing that right? There's about 5. So if I do rice, 1, 2.5, because You don't add breadcrumbs. They added water. I don't remember adding any kind of water to mine at all. So onion. Now, if you don't want to chop up real onion, don't do it. Just use yourself some minced onion and then get yourself some onion powder and put that in. I know. It's going to be good. And then they put peppers. I have some, but I'm not going to chop up any in here. Garlic and then salt and pepper. No, yeah, celery. And celery. I don't have celery either. That's one thing you can't, like celery seed I have. But not this. Let me see. Do I have celery seed? I do have celery seed. I just wanted like dehydrated celery. I know celery seed tastes like celery. All right, this is good to go. Mix this one up again, make it into meatballs. This is good. You can use, the sauce is like, when we reheated, I think we used a marinara one time, which was good. The next one was just tomato sauce and like chicken bouillon, basically. Chicken broth in there with, you know, some seasonings, and that was very good. So winner overall, everybody likes it. I'm like, okay, you know, when people like it, you're like, you gotta go with it. So make some hands. Just two, hopefully one right here. I'm gonna put my gloves on because that actually worked. My hands weren't frozen. Get my gloves out here, and then we're doing so good getting stuff done. I'm like, all right, we gotta go on to chicken next, but I'm gonna keep working. I'm gonna get the beef done here. I don't want it to burn, so I kind of turn it down so it's not, because you know, it's frozen in the pot and it's cooking away, but it's getting there. I mean, it'll get done eventually. If you're in no hurry, shove it all in a pot, it'll eventually get cooked. That's what I say. Maybe I can make my pies in between. Maybe I'll do meat cleanup and then do pies. I'll let you, because you know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna start doing chicken and everything else, and I'll be like, who wants to make pies? These are like exam gloves. I know, they're fine for food. Okay, they're so good. There's chemicals and everything, people. Okay, so let's do this. Mix this one up, and we'll make meatballs. As I was mixing that, it was so dry. I was like, that's why they added the water. But then in my head, I'm like, I'm gonna freeze these. Are they gonna stay good? So I put a couple eggs in there. So it's good. So I got these. Let me go put these in the freezer. Meat's cooking. Let's figure out what we do next. All right, so I have a new apron. Hold on right here. Cleaned up my mess, wiped everything down, disinfected, all the good stuff. So let's make some treats. I got the meat. The meat is boiling over there. So it's got the veggies in it. So it's got a lot of water and liquid. So I'm gonna let that kind of boil, cook. Do its thing. I'm not worried about that. I turn my oven on. You know I gotta make key lime pie. I'm like, what would today be if I did not make key lime pie? Because it's like my favorite. So I have this pecan pie crust. Now I've always, the two whole times I've ever made key lime pie, I made my own and it was delicious. The Sally's Baking Addiction, her recipe blows away. And it's actually the same one on the back of this one. Hold on. It's pretty much the same one on the back of Nellie and Joe's Key West lime juice. So good, so good. So I want to make it. The first one I made, it was amazing. It was like the best thing I've ever had in my life. Second one I made, I had only half a can of condensed milk. So I'm like, Googled to find a recipe to make one. And the recipe I found did not boil it all the way down, and so it was not good. And then I just basically, I was like, this seems watery. So then I took it, I let it cook longer, and it was just too overcooked. And once you too overcook lime pie, it just takes away flavor, and it's disgusting. So don't do that anymore. Don't do it, don't do it. So I'm gonna make a pie right now, because this is so good. This crust, her pie crust, she used macadamia nuts. I used cashews because that's what I had. Macadamia nuts would be way better, but just the crunch was amazing. So pecan pie crust, and that's what the picture is right there. Pecan pie crust. Their recipe, they had sour cream to theirs. I'm not really sure how the whole sour cream thing is. I'm sure fine. I just like the way this is. It's good. I don't mind it. It's 2 cans of condensed milk. Is it 1 cup? 1 cup of this, which is half of it, and 4 egg yolks. She had a key lime zest. I didn't. Just whip it, mix it, put in here, bake it in the oven for exactly, follow that time. I think it's 20 minutes. That's it. Take it out, let it sit, cool. It's good. I can see why it's a favorite here. So, all right, boiling away. Let's mix this up. Okay, exactly 20 minutes, that's it. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna do is the chocolate pie because I have 2 chocolate pie crusts. So we got these discount store. Let's make chocolate pie simple. This recipe is very simple. It is gonna be 1 1/3 cup of sugar, 2/3 cup of cocoa powder, 1/3 cup of cornstarch, and 4 1/2 cups of milk. Whisk that together. Then I'm gonna add 3 tablespoons of butter and some vanilla in there. So it's delicious, yummy, cooked. We like it. It's like a winner. So I'm like, yeah, it's probably cheaper to buy out just the packet and mix it with milk, but because the cocoa's so expensive, but it's good, so you gotta make some. Okay, can we just say this hamburger? This is the cooked hamburger. This looks amazing. Now, if you want to mix turkey in with your hamburger, make sure you cook it at the same time. Otherwise, if you were to, one time I think I found 2 rolls of, the last time I found like 2 rolls of turkey, and I was like, what am I gonna do with this? So I just cooked it separately and added it, and it's just, it's white like turkey. So you're gonna be able to tell the difference. But if you cook it all together, it all blends well. Like this smells so good. Those veggies, we had peppers, we had celery, we had onions. As soon as I opened that mixture up, I'm like, it is delicious. Look at that, this is all cooked. It's gonna be the grab and go kind of hamburger, so I don't have to make anything. So I just took this off the stove here, so I had some space. Next thing's like, I smell it too, and I got 1 more pot. That one's taking a little bit longer to cook, but it'll get there. So this is perfect. Okay, let's do our chocolate. And this, you're just going to bring it to a boil, and it'll thicken. That's it, it's very simple. So just kind of whisk it here. And then when it gets boiled, it'll be thick, and then I'll add in the vanilla and the butter. So simple. Just whisk it to mix it all up. Okay, it's getting thick. Step away for a minute, you gotta come right back because you don't want it to get burned. All right, key lime pie, took it out of the oven. Didn't even overcook it. It said till it's not jiggly in the middle. And before I was going like this and it jiggles a little bit, I'm like, is that done? No, it's done. Just trust the timing. So this is good. This will cool. I'm just gonna let this sit. I'm running out of spaces here. I've got stuff everywhere. Okay, we're gonna do, I'm gonna let the chocolate sit for just a minute, then I'll pour it in my pie crust. I'm gonna start mixing up the shortcake. I was like, which one do I use? I don't want one that's like a biscuit. I want the good one. So I go to my handy trusty cookbook from my good friend Jean. A Mennonite cookbook. It's got the right answers. You're not gonna make anything bad in here. You're not. Hers is strawberry shortcake. I'm gonna use her recipe in here. So I'm gonna get out a couple more ingredients. We'll make this. This is gonna be a no-fail recipe. I already know it's gonna be amazing. So it's just to mix everything together. Do you mix the flour and the baking powder first so you don't have like a crazy, you know how that goes. My kids were traumatized by this. So this one you're gonna add, let's do that first. Let's add 1. Mennonites cook, and sometimes they don't put all the recipe because they know it's like it's understood. Like just mix that first. So 2 1/2 cups of flour, and then it's going to be, is it 2 tablespoons? I know it'll be good. 2 tablespoons of baking powder. Okay, and there's a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. So I got my mixer. I was going to do it by hand, but I was like, I have to make whipping cream, so I might as well dig it up. So let me just stir this real quick here and mix it. Mixer in there. I'll add the sugar, 1 cup of sugar. Okay, trust it's all mixed up. So then to this, we're gonna add 2 eggs in here. 1, 2, and then we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of butter, and then 1 cup of milk. I'm sure it'll be delicious. The only thing I was out of is I have the fake vanilla extract, but I ordered it. It won't be here a couple days, but I do have this stuff, this expensive one. But do I notice a difference, like it's way better? Absolutely not. And I don't know, maybe I need to add more, but I feel like it's that's gonna be the whole thing. I feel like it's so expensive. I don't want to add all of it because like it's much more expensive than regular stuff. And I get it, it's fake. I understand. Making your own is cheaper. You need to get the beans. They had the beans at the discount store, but it was one of those things that I think they were cheaper on Amazon. And you just gotta make them. It's like everything else. You just gotta do it. Okay, this smells good. Okay, that's it. Okay, let's mix this up. This will be very good because the thing I made, it was like a cake. It was like almost like a pound cake is what it kind of reminded me of, but it was in a pie plate, so maybe this will be good too. I'm gonna try something here because I don't want to smash these. Will this chop them up if I put them in here with sugar, or do I have to chop them with like my meat chopper, which got meat on it? This is gonna be the strawberry shortcake. Strawberry. So a cup of sugar. Let's see if I don't know if it will or not. Let's see. It might just stir them. I feel like it's one of those where I'm gonna have to smash them here as well. I'm gonna have to smash them. Don't do that. Use your little masher here. Chop it down. This will work. So this will be good. I can even take more if it's too gooey. What we like to do, or how I've always done it, is I take like a strawberry puree like this or sauce, put it on top, and then put some fresh strawberries on it as well. Maybe I should just puree all of it. Does anybody want smushy strawberries? I don't know. But I want smushy strawberries? Probably not. Okay, don't do that. I'm going to show you my floss. Don't do that. Just smash it down. Then it wouldn't be as smushy. I'm just thinking if you put this in your strawberry shortcake, you're going to get like gooey strawberries. Is that gross? Would that be gross? You know what? We'll go with the goo. What are you going to do? I think it'll be just fine. Chocolate's going to get too thin, so let me put it on these two chocolates. Let me open these up, and we'll pour it on top. Okay, I was kind of thinking that was going to be a lot. It was going to fit 2 full pies, but I like a fuller pie. But then I was like, do I pour more? Then I poured most in the one, and then I put a little in the other. And I was like, you know what? I was thinking maybe I'll put some instant pudding, and I'm like, no, just do smaller. That's fine. So these are going to go in the refrigerator with key lime pie. I'm going to cover that, put that in there, and then we're moving along. I cannot wait to eat this one. Yeah, you know, I know it's going to be good. I was craving it so bad, and then after I kind of had a falter on the last one, I'm like eating it. I'm like, it's okay, but I don't want to like ruin the flavor because it's that good. We got a whole bunch to do. Let me wash these up so I'll get my whipping cream. Let's do the whipping creams. That's done. Then all the dessert stuff will be done. Maybe dinner will be dessert tonight. That's good. Remember the day of strawberry shortcake? Like, do you remember growing up on a farm? Like, I didn't grow up on a farm, but my grandparents had a farm, and my like grandma's sisters, and they had farms. So like, you would go and have like strawberry shortcake for supper. Like, I remember having that. They'd pour milk over it. I didn't like the milk part of it. And I actually didn't even like strawberries when I was a kid. But do you remember those? Like, do you remember that? Like, I remember having that. I remember having homemade bread and canned applesauce. And that was like our food. And we ate it, and it was delicious, and no one complained. Wasn't hungry. Maybe we'll do that tonight. Okay, so I have a little bit of heavy whipping cream. See, this is like actually kind of good how I'm doing the food, because normally I'd be like, I gotta get all my stuff at Sam's Club. So since I have some of this on hand, it works that like I don't have to worry about anything. So this is heavy cream. It's expensive, like $8. But I am gonna get a lot of whipping cream. So this will go good for the key lime pie. This will go good for the strawberry shortcake. It can go good for the chocolate pie. Whatever you want to have with it is beautiful. So I put a little bit of sugar in here. About 3 tablespoons, and then just let it whisk. when I discovered homemade whipping cream and you put it on like your coffee. Oh, so good. So good. So this will be, oops, chocolate. So this will be plenty. This will be plenty for all the pies, all the desserts, everything we are gonna have. All right, let's get on to some more stuff and put this and cover it and put it in the refrigerator. All right, so I'm gonna keep moving. My hamburger is cooling over there. The cake is almost done, and so getting to the food processor stage now. So something I wanted to make, there's my timer. Hey Google, shut up. One thing I wanted to make last week I didn't do. Hey Google, stop. Say stop. Is make sausage balls. I didn't do any last week. No, they're in the freezer, so I pulled those out. I'm gonna do ground turkey with them because the sausage tastes a little overpowering for sausage. If you mix it with turkey, it's gonna like make that a little bit milder. So I had to look up a recipe that has, because I don't want to add Bisquick, I still want to make your own. So into my bowl here, I'm adding 2.5 cups of flour, tablespoon and a teaspoon of baking powder, 3/4 teaspoon of salt, 4 tablespoons of cold butter. We're gonna mix that up kind of like make it so it's all good. And then the food processor, I'm gonna put in there my cream cheese. I'm gonna put in 8 ounces of cream cheese. And first I'm gonna put in my this cheese, I'm gonna shred it. We're gonna need 4 cups of cheddar. I don't think this is actually gonna be this is not gonna be a cup, is it? I'm gonna have to adjust that here. I have to add more cream cheese. And then we'll add our meat in there. It'll grind it, put it all together. We'll put it in the mixing bowl, mix it up, and we'll make it into a bunch of sausage balls. It'll be delicious. 1/8 it. Next thing, 8 ounces is 2 cups, so you're good for the cheese. So I don't want any messes, so I'm gonna put the cream cheese in here so we can kind of mix it all up very well. Let's put the mixing bar. I might just put the meat all in the mixer bowl with everything. We'll see how we do here. All right, so it's 8 ounces of this. We're doing so good. I'll let that go for a few extra minutes. It's gonna be good. Everything good for you. Should I put the meat on there too so I don't touch anything? Because I think it'll bind to it as well. Let's do that. It's all about the less touching of things. I used to put everything here with the dry ingredients as well. I don't know, we're gonna have to see how this is because I'm gonna be adding 2 of these and ground turkey. Let's just see what one does first. I mean, it just mixes it up. I don't think it really matters. Okay, let's just do this then. Let's put it all in here. This is good. You need it to make your little baking mix. So everything is gonna go into here. I'm gonna do 2 things of sausage and 2 things of ground turkey. That'll be good. I didn't even see it, but that was the ground turkey. And I didn't even have the camera up, but that mixed in. It mixed. If you have a way smaller batch, I'm doing like literally, it's gonna make 100 meatballs. So if you did a way smaller batch, it'll mix up easily in your food processor. So the only thing I'm gonna add to this is some smoked paprika for some good flavor. If I had Old Bay, I'd add that. It'd be good. Let's make it into meatballs. Okay, I wanna make sure that those turned out right there. A little soft, but I think that's what I wanna do. So I'm gonna bake in the oven. It's been a while, and I'm gonna put my meat into bags. This gave me 18 packages of hamburger. It's gonna be a little soft, but I think it's gonna be yummy. So that is very delicious. Oh my goodness, very delicious. Wow, I'm gonna add some paprika to it, so that's good. So these are gonna go in the freezer. I'm sure I got stuff in the freezer to take out. We're doing so good, so good. Getting Maxine, she's smelling me. She's like, me. Let me go put these in my freezer. All right, lots of meatballs here. So all I did was add a little bit more paprika to it. So I'm gonna just put these and make these in balls. The stuff in the garage is already cold and frozen, so I'll probably take these out, bring the other ones in, and put those in the bag. So doing good. Okay, so those are all in the freezer. This cake is very good. I cut a piece into it. I definitely got a little brown on the bottom, but it's good. It's sweet. This is what I was hoping it would be. So that's good for that. So now, what else do I have to do? It's gonna make bagels and bread. I'm gonna skip all that today because there's a lot going on. I think my chicken is next. Okay, so I gotta do all my chicken. I've been sitting here and putting this off, putting it off because I don't want to do it. And I'm like, I want to do like deep fry my tortillas and make homemade salsa, but I'm like, you know what? Just make it and be done. So it's gonna just do it. I think that I'm gonna do, I've got four packages, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 packages of chicken. So I'm thinking the only meals that we'll have, I was gonna do some deep frying, all that stuff. I still have a couple like raw chicken out, like chunks out there. But in reality, like they like it just cooked. We can put it on sub buns. We can make it with pasta. So I think I'm just gonna grill all of this. So the key is to make it super thin. That's where this tool comes in. I had this linked in my Amazon store. Somebody sent it to me, or the company, Once For All. Genius. This is game changer. You can't cut your chicken this thin. And so it literally suction cups to your countertop. It suction cups to your countertop and you just put your chicken in there. You can cut it as thin and as thick as you want. This is super, super like sharp. So you will cut your fingers. I have just not even intending to, and I did. So I'm just gonna cut this all real thin. I don't even have to cut that little veiny thing up because it kind of comes off when you're doing it. And then I will put it into, what are we gonna put it in? I'll probably just put in a bowl for ease right now. And then we'll put it in Ziploc bags. And we will marinate it just for a little bit. It's gonna be quick because I want to get it on the smoker. We're gonna cook it on the smoker and let it cook for a while, and it'll be delicious and yummy, and then package it up. It's good. It's just easy, like pre-grilled cooked chicken. I realized I didn't have my camera on. So first initial response with the chicken from Aldi, not slimy, not gross. So winter just doesn't look as pretty as the other ones, but it's definitely not slimy. So I just took it out, I was debating, like, how am I gonna cut this? Because they're huge. They're like a big old, like that's a whole breast right there. So I'm thinking, I don't know, that little bit of fat that I always cut off, I don't even know if I have to cut that off. I'm using my vegetable knife, you know, here, because the other ones are over here drying. So I'm gonna just cut this a little bit. Yeah, look at that. It just, the knife cuts so good. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you put it into your little thing here, and it literally, you can shove it in there and slice it. I don't care if it's big, you could do long ones if you want. We chop it all up anyway, so it doesn't really bother me at all, but it's gonna be good. All right, I got a clean realm once again. It worked out really good. The kids came and did their stuff. We're doing chores, all that good stuff in life. So what I need to do is the chicken. I was just thinking, I'm like I don't want to cook dinner because I'm like, why? I don't want to cook. I'm tired. But I'm like, you know what? I can do all this chicken. We can grill it. I pulled the drumsticks, and then we can do corn on the cob, and then we can have all the fruit. And I'm like, that will be a delicious, very easy. It's already gonna be out there. You know what I mean? So all this chicken, that's an awful lot of chicken. I just cut it all thin. It's good. So I thought I had a container of fajita seasoning, but I must have used it last time. I did, didn't I? I think for the last batch that I grilled in there. So what I'm gonna do, season is the key. So I'm gonna put the other package of drumsticks in here. It's all chicken. And then we're gonna put olive oil, lemon juice, and I've got, my spices are garlic and Cajun and salt and pepper, Italian seasoning, onion, minced onion, powder onion, paprika, garlic powder, pepper paste, parsley, cumin, and cayenne. And we're just gonna coat this and mix. I'll let it sit for a little bit and marinate, and then we'll stick it on the grill and we're just gonna cook for a long time. I got a lot here. I'll have to do a couple batches on the grill. So I could do my smoker and the grill, but I like that little pan that I got, so I can put that in there so nothing falls through. So Easy. That'll make it good. Then we'll have nice chicken. Then we can do some corn. Corn on the grill is really good too. I don't think I'll get that, but okay, let's just put everything in here, put the drumsticks in there, and we'll just marinate it all together. Key is just coat it, coat it, coat it. That's got a little less coating than I normally would do. But you know, do what you gotta do. I was even thinking, I'm like, should I put more on there? I feel like I would go back and do more. But I think it'll be good. So then this will marinate for a little bit, and then we'll put it on the smoker and let it cook away. That is gonna be amazing. I'm looking at anything else. Yeah, I got more to do. I got more to do. So let's take a little break. Kids are in the pool. Take a little break, and then I'll come back. All right, we're moving, getting things done. So I've got some chicken out on the smoker. The first whole batch is out there. We'll let it smoke. I'm looking for a bag right down here. And then now I'm gonna put away, I put the other chicken, it's in the refrigerator, it's marinating the rest of it. Let's take a while. And then went out to the freezer. I got my next batch of meatballs, the rice ones, porcupine. So I'm gonna put those in bags. And then we have to grind up our chicken. It's one of those things that I'm like, the last thing I want to do, the kids are on the pool, and I'm like, all I want to do is go in the pool. But I know that if I work hard, I'm trying to find a marker, I will get this done and be done. So it's gonna just keep pushing through. So let's label these porcupine meatballs. And then I need to make a note to make tomato sauce and chicken broth, just in case I forget. Okay, so porcupine, I think I'm gonna do 2 bags. Let me see. I'm doing, like the last time I did just very minimal, we just had it for 1 meal. Let me count and see how many's in each one. It's one of those things, like even the regular spaghetti meatballs, I put more in a bag versus less, but it's okay. It's always good to have extra, right? All right, so these, I didn't let them freeze solid. They're pretty frozen, where I don't think it's gonna matter. So I'm like, doesn't matter if you don't like flash freeze them first. I don't know, I'll let you know. But maybe like the water would make them stick together. So they're pretty, I mean, they're solid, they're firm. They're just not completely hardened. I also need some freezer space. So I'm like, let's get this out. I only have 1 freezer and then this one. So I'm like, okay, that limits when you're doing big giant food prep here. So this is gonna be great. So I'm gonna put this in the inside refrigerator freezer because these won't be good in the freezer for like months. You don't wanna put these in the freezer for months. That's one of those things that will go bad. So like within this month, we're gonna eat these up. You know what I mean? Like we'll have all the other fruit that we bought that's, you know, all the watermelon behind me, all that stuff. That'll go for the next few weeks, obviously. And then like after that, when we're getting down to the end, it's gonna be one of those like, all right, what can we eat that's, instead of going to the store and buying more watermelon, which we may, but we'll see. I can just take these out of the freezer and eat these as a snack. So they're very good, I promise you. It's one of those things where I'm like, is it? No, it's good. And maybe I mean, we had before, but maybe because it's so hot, it's just a nice refreshing, something healthy kind of snack. So I did them in quart bags just so it's smaller amounts because I know when we had the big giant bag, it's like some of them would get left open in the freezer. So, all right, we're doing good. I'll put them in bags. All right, let's continue on with the chicken. I'm like, chicken. Today, I don't know. The pool just looks inviting today, I guess. I don't know, it's all good. But I'm gonna have this, that's gonna be done, and then it's gonna be a great thing. So the other 2 packages, okay, the chicken, for one, was pretty good. There was a few pieces on the bottom that were a little slimy, like Sam's Club, and a little, I didn't really notice isn't that gross? The chewy texture, like where it's real thick. You're like, what is that? So not bad on Aldi chicken. Not slimy. Like I feel like Sam's Club, every single piece of chicken was slimy. So I don't really know what makes it slimy. Maybe someone can help me out there. Okay, what I'm gonna do this is how we make. The only chicken I plan in for the month is something that's grilled. And we can put it on something quick, throw it in a casserole or like a simmering pot dish, or having it on subs, or just having it plain on salad. And then the other one that they like is like chicken patty sandwiches or chicken nuggets. That's it. That's it. So I'm like, I could do the deep fried. Mom. Yeah. Okay, so it's ground up chicken. We make our own chicken nuggets, our own chicken bites, and then I'm thinking I'm gonna do a couple chicken and turkey meatballs just because. So I will take and grind these all up. You put them in a food processor, grind them up. It's so simple and delicious. When you buy ground chicken at the store, it's a lot more expensive. You're doing it yourself, it's easy. Even if you cut off the yucky part, it's good. Someone even mentioned about getting frozen chicken breast. I guess I would just have to wait for everything to thaw, right? And then use it that way, but I don't know, we just use, so here, I'm just gonna do all this, put you in a little wide angle view, and let's just do the chicken. I still haven't put groceries away by you. That's over there, because that's gonna be put over there. The cupboard's open. I got piles of stuff over there. Maddie organized my can cupboard for me, so she put all that stuff away, but I haven't even done any of the groceries yet. So we're doing slowly, and that's okay. Okay, that's a big chunk of chicken. So the key is you don't want those veiny things in there, because that just makes it ruined, but I think there's just that one piece. Someone mentioned putting a fork on there. I should do a video before I try this, and it kind of pulls out, but I was just thinking since I cut it, I don't know if that's gonna do it. And that just kind of broke. And probably when you grab the whole thing, right? That just broke. I mean, let me just cut a little bit off here. Because the stringy vein stuff is where it's like, when you bite into it, when you're making your own stuff, and you're like, ooh, that's not good. So just put her all in here. So yay on the chicken from Aldi. I say that's the winner. I know Jane gets it from there. She said she likes it. So I was like, oh, let me try it. I guess I just always did Sam's because I can get a big amount, but I don't need to get that big of an amount now. Okay, sorry, it's not my favorite job. But I'll do it to not have to pay for the amount that's gonna cost me the other way. Hello. Okay, just kind of combing through that, which sounds gross. You got the big giant stringy vein stuff, which I think you're talking about taking out. So I'm gonna put these in a couple of Ziploc bags, and then when I think that there's enough, like 4 pounds roughly left, I'm gonna add the ground turkey to it. We're gonna mix up there. We're gonna do chicken meatballs. I'm gonna do spinach in there, some egg, spices, Italian seasoning, garlic, onion, all the good things, and Parmesan cheese. Roll up and make little chicken turkey balls, and then freeze those as well. So all doing good. Okay, so the chicken and turkey meatballs, I'm gonna mix this together. I'll probably put a couple of eggs in there to hold it together. Breadcrumbs, I gotta get some breadcrumbs, spinach, Parmesan, and the Italian, garlic, salt and pepper, onion to be easy. Oh my goodness, lots and lots of meatballs. Chicken meatballs I always find are a lot softer. I added more breadcrumbs just because I didn't want them falling apart. But this is good. I'll put these in the freezer, flash freeze them. This is good. You can have them plain, but my kids are always like, hey, chicken. So I put them with like Alfredo sauce and pasta, and it works amazing and yummy and delicious. So I got the spinach in there. We're doing great. So let me stick these out there. I'll probably bring something from there in there and put in a bag. Okay, went outside, got the chicken. Look at this. How's the chicken? Steven took a drumstick. What do you think, Steven?
Good.
10 out of 10, let's see.
8.
8, okay, not bad. Because what would make it better?
It was fried.
If it was deep fried. honestly, but not bad. So this is delicious. So I just filled the rest out there. I realized that with that pan, I can just put it on top. It can kind of smoke through, and I kind of, you know, use like basically like a griddle. So this is awesome. This is done here. Okay. So then what else did I want to do? Something that was randomly on my list is we have all those tomatoes. I wanted to make homemade salsa and chips. I bought these tortillas last time at the discount store. I never use them, so I'm gonna cut those, just deep fry them in oil. Very simple, and then I'm gonna take and make my own salsa because that was really good. So that'll be good tonight. So we'll have the chicken, we'll have homemade salsa and chips. I'll throw some corn. I'll put the corn in the smoker because that'll be really good. It's still early by the time I get in with the chicken, and then we'll have smoked corn with that, and then chips and salsa and all the delicious desserts. It's gonna be an amazing, yummy day. So let me just chop these, you just deep fry them. It's real simple. So usually I take my chips and I put them like in the deep fryer, take them out, and then I put them like over paper towels to absorb the oil. Somebody said put it on like the rack so the oil drops below. Genius. So I'm gonna do that, and they'll put them in a container, and then my key is always how much salt. Like I always over salt, so I need to make them good enough. So because if you don't put it on, it doesn't stick to it after it sits, and then we'll make our salsa. So take a few minutes and we'll deep fry these. I set mine in the sink so that it doesn't spray all over my house, but I'm gonna turn the fan on so we don't smell any kind of oil in the house. Okay, chips are turning out really good. They are delicious and yummy, so I'm just doing it in batches. I'm gonna start my salsa. I used to make canned salsa because it was cheaper than buying it. This was before Aldi. Bake it with basically diced tomatoes, but we're just gonna use fresh tomatoes because it's good. I got peppers in there, onions, I got some jalapenos in a jar, salt, sugar, that's all you need. Okay, this is delicious, delicious. I'm like, I added the jalapenos, and I'm like, do I add more, do I not? My kids, we don't love spicy. Some do. It looks pink and foamy. It's just because it's fresh, it's blended up. It's so good. This is the best. Oh yeah, so good. And the homemade tortilla chips are great. Now, if you have to buy the tortillas at full price, I mean, they're good, but it's like, they're costly, I get it. So we got these, I think they were 50 cents a package. So for me, it's cheaper. I've got the oil to do it. This is good. It's not too spicy. You want to add sugar to kind of counterbalance your spice factor. So I've got a couple tomatoes left and this, so I'm going to save those. And we're doing good. So I'm doing really good, very good. I gotta go check my chicken outside. I didn't bring you guys out there because the ground is on fire. It's literally so hot out there. So these, as long as you kind of stir it, if you put a lot in there, you're good to go. Okay, so I'm gonna run out real quick, I'll be back. Okay, next time the difference would be I'd put this right next to the sink so I don't have to drip oil to it, but that worked out really good because it made this not be super oily. So that was a winner right there. So I'm like, I got my dishes washed, I'm like, feeling good. Is it too loud with that? I gotta have it on somewhat, otherwise it smells like deep fry. So let me throw these next ones in. So this is, I just have to do the chicken outside. It is, you know what I did? Usually I put like one piece and literally separate it completely. Well, now that I have that pan, I realize that it can kind of go on top of each other and you just kind of move it around. And so I basically just coated the top of the griddle, the smoker, and I'm just moving it around and it's cooking. And I'm like, have I been wrong all these years? So I love it because I don't have to be out there. If I was doing the grill, it would burn by now, and that happened to me. So this is really good. So I'm like looking, I'm like, what else did I want to do today? I got my meatballs, all the meat done. All the meatballs, all the meat's cooked, everything's in the freezer. I got the fruit all cut up. I didn't cut up like cantaloupe, but that's okay. And so, and the chicken's all done. I made, what else did I want to, I made the pie, the key lime pie, the most important thing of all, and the chocolate. And the strawberry shortcake, which is going to be amazing. And then we'll have that tonight. We'll have chips and salsa, which is awesome. And then we will do, I'll get they'll have the chicken, and I'm gonna put the corn on the smoker for the last like little while because it's so good. Fried corn, smoked corn on the grilled corn. I grew up, we used to always have a corn roast. My parents, our good friend, they would have a corn roast, and we would always go for corn roast, and it was so good. I still remember how delicious it was. So it was yummy. So I'm gonna put that out there, and then that's gonna be an easy dinner tonight. And so usually, you know, you go shopping, you get all the new fun foods, and so nobody wants like Salsa and chips because, you know, there's like treats in the closet. But this will be nice because I still haven't gone like to Sam's and Walmart yet to get all the rest. So I'm liking this little path I'm doing. This way it's working out a little bit better. So I need to like restock the refrigerator. Like I need to put my potatoes in there because I store them in there. I need to kind of move things around a little bit, make room. But that I'll do that. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll do it today. I'll see how tired I'm getting. My back is hurting. It's definitely hurting. I'm like, I've been here all day. What time did we start? Did we start at 7? I feel like we started at 7 today. It was a long day, but it's good. You know what? It's a good thing because I'm making food for my family and saving a whole lot of money, which is good. You can buy all that stuff at the store that we did today, but you know what? We made it all and saved some money doing it. So that's time well spent doing it. So that's a good thing. All right, let's finish this. And I gotta run out and check my chicken. Life's good. All right, we're getting to the end, people. Chicken's almost done out there, and I put my corn out there, tortillas and chips. I mean, the best. You would be the star of the potluck. Make your own homemade salsa and chips. We're having this tonight, so this is good. I'm gonna start putting, I just scrubbed my sink out with soap, got everything deep, like all good and clean. So that's good. I'm gonna start organizing a little bit. So nothing too crazy because I still have to get stuff at the store, but just so I know, hey, I can put this in here, this is where this is gonna go, that kind of stuff. So let me start with this refrigerator. Oh my goodness, I'm like, I just grabbed the rest of the chicken. There's a little bit more. I put the corn out there. I wiped down my stove, wiped off the stainless steel. I don't want the refrigerator, I see the fingerprints over there, but I'll do get that. Cleaned up my coffee, get it ready for tomorrow, clean that off. I'm like, I had stuff, groceries sitting out that I was gonna restock, but I'm like, I've gotta get like all my other stuff at Walmart, Sam's Club, so I just shoved it in the cupboard. We will restock it together another day. So I've got all this chicken here. It's so good, it's delicious and amazing. So I'm gonna put this in bags. We just take it out and we'll just chop it up, put it with whatever we're eating with. It works amazing and it's delicious. So I didn't even marinate it that long and it's still really good. I went out and got the rest of the chicken. Oh my goodness, this is so much chicken. Wow, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bags. And the kids have been eating it and loving it, which is good. I'm like, this is dinner tonight, kids. We're just gonna continue munch all day and have the same thing tonight. So this is good. I'm gonna leave just some of this here on this tray. I'm not sure how much will get eaten tonight. And then we're gonna be eating, it's like almost dinner time. It's been a great day today. Oh my goodness, hold on. So what else do we have? I don't have anything else to do right now, which is good. I'm done food. The corn is out on the smoker. So tonight will be this chicken right here. I'm gonna stick it in the oven so it stays warm. Just low. We're gonna be eating within the hour here. Have that. We'll have the corn on the cob, which is making grill marks on the corn. And all you do is put the whole corn on the cob, which is everything on there. Like, don't even clean it, don't do anything, just throw it out there. It'll be so good. Bring it in, we'll put some butter, salt, pepper. We'll have chips and salsa. Is that it? I mean, in my head, I feel like I want to make grandma's cucumber salad, but I'm like, nobody's gonna eat that but me. So I'm in the mood for key lime pie. So I'll be eating key lime pie. We'll have the strawberries. I'll have maybe a little piece of strawberry shortcake to see how it is. I'm sure it's delicious. The cakes taste delicious. I'm gonna go put these in the garage and then I'll see if there's anything else to bring in to put in bags. Okay, I've got one more container of chicken meatballs in the refrigerator, and that just, I moved it up, separated my bags a little bit so they can get hard. I'm gonna stick these in bags right now. This is the chicken meatballs. I got one, the other one just a little soft. Let's put them in bags and we'll put them back in the freezer. Wow, that was a lot of food today, a lot of meat today. That was taking all of that ground beef, all of that chicken. I put like how many pounds it was right here because I don't remember right this second. I'll add it up as I'm watching the video. Oh my goodness, now I've got chicken for the entire summer, probably because it's July. Well, June, I'm gonna say June, July, August. Well, let's see if it gets us to September. I'm gonna be hopeful. That stuff should last us for about 3 months out there, all of that food, because we did so good. And then I'll just have to do kind of throw in, fill in kind of hauls in between, but shouldn't have to do any more of the hamburger or chicken, which is awesome. And then we've got salsa and chips, which is so good. I've got all those delicious desserts now, all the fruit and veggies. I got watermelons. I was able to put 2 in the refrigerator. This one's here. And so I'm ready. Okay. So my goodness, I'm throwing in the towel, people. Throw in the towel. I'm tired. I'm ready to be done, take a break, get some water, and chill for the rest of the night. Corn's outside. It'll be delicious. We'll have that with the chicken and the chips and salsa and dessert tonight. So I thank you for watching and for coming along. Hopefully this inspired you to get some food. Stock up a little bit if you can, and then prepare for, like, this took me all day. I'm tired. My back hurts. I've been here since whatever time, 7 o'clock this morning, 7 to 4, and I'm tired. But you know what? I'm done. I don't have to do this anymore. I don't have to grill any more chicken. I don't have to do any more hamburgers. I don't have to make meatballs. Just put them in and cook them. So good for the summer. Way to keep it cool in here. So, all right, you have a fantastic rest of your day. Come back tomorrow. We'll do some more stuff. Probably shopping. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Probably shopping. So we'll see. All right. Bye.